Now, we were discussing the component matrix. It is clear from this component matrix, it is unrotated component matrix, and it is clear that some of the variables, they are loaded on more than one component. Like this variable, I have never been good at mathematics. It is loaded on all the four components. This variable, computers are useful only for playing games. It is loaded on two components. I did badly at mathematics at school. It is loaded on two components, first and fourth. So if the variables, they are loaded on more than one component, then we apply Varimax rotation. And after Varimax rotation, this is the variance explained by different components. First component explains 16.219 variance. Second component explains 14.523% of variance. Third component explains 11.099% of variance. And fourth component explains 8.476% of variance. And these are the results of rotated component matrix. Now here the results are comparatively better. I see this. Here statistics make me cry. I can take it on the second component. Then my friends will think I am stupid for being able to cope with SPSS. Here I can take this 0.4543 that is loaded on fourth component. But that depends that you can suppress the values less than 0.45 also. Because according to Kotsonius, the values greater than 0.45, that gives you better results. So you can suppress the values which are less than 0.45 or 0.5. I'm applying this. I'm taking here 0.45 so that results becomes better. This is rotated component matrix. Now it is clear that first variable load on second, then second on fourth, these two variables that load on second component, these two load on first component, and this variable that load on third component, and so on. Almost all the variables, they are loaded on the one component. So our purpose is solved. By applying Varimax matrix, interpretation becomes better. Now how we can interpret the results? Check this. Statistics make me cry. Standard deviations excite me. And I dream that Pearson is attacking me with correlation coefficients. Now check all these statements, they are related to statistics, right? They are related to statistics. This is a statement related to statistics, correlation coefficient. It is about the standard deviations, but it is positive statement. Standard deviations excite me. It is a positive statement. So here sign is minus 0.567. What does this negative sign signifies? This signifies that the statement 1 and statement 3, they are negatively related to each other. Response for the statement 1 and statement 3 will be negatively related to each other. If one respondent that is giving strongly agree for statistics makes me cry, then he must be responding strongly disagree for standard deviations excite me. That is response for these first and third statement that will be inversely related to each other. Similarly, the response for this third and fourth statement, it will be inversely related to each other. Now, here again, people try to tell you that SPSS makes statistics easier to understand, but it does not. That means again, statistics is difficult. All the statements which are related to difficulty in understanding of statistics, they are loaded on second component. I weep openly at mention of central tendency. Then I can't sleep for the thoughts of eigenvector, right? All these statements, they are related to difficulty related to statistics subject. They are loaded on component 2. That means component 2 that tells us about the difficulty in understanding the statistics. That means all the statements in component 2, they can be summarized in one factor or one component which explains, which tells us about the difficulty in understanding the statistics. Then second, these statements, I have little experience of computers, all computers hate me. These are the statements related to computers, right? Difficulty in understanding the computer subject. Computers are useful only for playing games. Then I worry I will cause irreparable damage because of my incompetence with computers. All these statements, they are related to difficulty in understanding the computers or difficulty in handling the computers. So all these statements, they are grouped together in one component, that is first component. Then coming to the third component, now here I have never been good at mathematics. I did badly at mathematics at school. That means these statements, they are related to difficulty in understanding the mathematics, difficulty level in understanding the mathematics, right? These statements are related to mathematics. The next is like this: I slip into a coma whenever I see an equation. Again, mathematical statement. I did badly at mathematics at school. Again, mathematics statement. That is component 3, that explains difficulty in understanding the mathematics. Then next is, my friends will think I am stupid for not being able to cope up with SPSS. Then my friends are better at statistics than me. That means this is perception of friends. My friends are better at SPSS than I am. I am good at statistics. My friends will think I am a nerd. That means fourth component that tells us about the comparison of a person, of a respondent, with his or her friend. That means all the four components, they describe the different dimension of the perception of respondents regarding various subjects. First component that describes the understanding level about the computers. Second component that describes the understanding level of, for the statistics. Third, that describes the understanding level of the mathematics. And fourth, perception of friends, right? So we can name these four components differently according to the characteristics described by the variables in that very component. So first component can be named as understanding level of mathematics. Second can be named as understanding level for, sorry, first component understanding level of computers. Second is understanding level of statistics, and third is understanding level of mathematics, and fourth is perception of friends. Now this is the reproduced coefficient matrix. Here the residual coefficients are given. We check if the residual coefficients values greater than 0.05, they are less than 50%. That means non-redundant residuals with absolute value greater than 0.05, it should be less than 50%, then our factor analysis is good. Here it is 35%. So our results are acceptable. So our results are acceptable. This is all about factor analysis using SPSS.